Hey guys, welcome back to my channel once again. If you're new here, my name is Gladys and the channel is called Gladys Lynn. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And today I'm with
Dear
Dora.
Dora.
Yes, she's well known for interviewing people. Today I have her here.
Today they have me, guys.
Yeah.
They have me.
So there are a lot of things I'm going to be asking her, a lot of questions. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We expect to know more about her. My people, you're wondering, who is Dear Dora? Guys, go and check her out on her channel, Dear Dora. She has good content.
Thank you.
She inspires a lot of young people and old people as well. Check out her on her YouTube channel. Anyway, we all know how pandemic has been overwhelming us. We have all suffered in it. We know she was abroad and she came back to Uganda. Welcome back to the motherland.
Thank you.
So, Dear Dora, tell us a little thing about you before we proceed.
Oh, before we proceed, my name is Dora and my channel is called Dear Dora.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a Ugandan. You know those people who go out there and hustle and come back? Yeah. And my channel is called Dear Dora, and I think the best way I can introduce myself is that I'm also a Ugandan YouTuber. Just like you guys
The
watch
giant.
Not really. So I also have a channel and you know, people who talk about things, people who create content for other people. Yeah, I think that's how best I can introduce myself.
So, Dear Dora, where did COVID-19 find you?
Guys, COVID-19 found me far away from home. Yeah, I was in Saudi Arabia, and that's when I started hearing things like COVID is here, COVID is there. And my worry was, when is it? Well, like, I pray it doesn't reach my home country,
Uganda?
Yeah, and in fact, it reached Saudi Arabia before reaching Uganda.
Yeah, true.
So it was really sad and stressful for such a very, very big problem to find me away from home. So COVID found me away in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, when you were still there, or when you came back here, were you at once affected by COVID-19?
No, no. Because I've done some tests because of crossing from one country to another. Yeah, and they've been negative. Thank goodness. But I've never felt like I think this is COVID. No,
you've never.
Oh, never. I've never felt it. Like,
so
I
you
think
never
I have
had
it.
flu. You never had cough.
No, those signs became very common. There was a time when everyone had cough
and you got
flu.
used.
And we got used.
I wish I would tell you what happened to me like this. It was the scariest moment ever.
You thought it was COVID?
Of course I thought so, and I did a test. Luckily enough, it was
negative. Yeah. I've never gotten that cough or that flu, and I'm like, this might be COVID. No.
I've never.
Yeah, and I just want to be grateful. Like, that is a real disease, a scary one. Yeah.
So among your family members, did you have anyone else who was affected? Maybe a friend, a parent?
Scientifically, clinically, for someone to go to the hospital and they tell them you have COVID, no.
Oh,
but I have people who claim they had COVID.
Did you see their results?
No. Because for them, they believe that cough they had during a particular week must have been COVID. That flu they had, maybe because it hit them so hard or anything, but
that takes me to this question. Have you ever lost someone because of COVID? Because we have heard and seen a lot of people dying because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
AKA coronavirus.
The deadly pandemic thing.
People lost their relatives, mothers lost husbands, children became orphans. So share with us if you had an experience with that.
Oh, God is still nice. God is nice. No.
Wow, that's so good.
So good.
Unfortunately, I lost someone I know.
COVID.
Yes.
That is sad.
He told me he died of COVID. Anyway, he was sick earlier before,
then the COVID came.
Yeah.
So that was sad. But I've lost people during the pandemic, like during that time, but not.
Did they claim they are because of COVID or
no,
other diseases?
Other diseases.
Like you, darling. When you were coming back to Uganda, I believe you had plans.
Yeah.
What were your plans when you're coming back to Uganda? I know you were excited, half of it, and I think the other half you were worried because of the pandemic that was going in our country. So what were your plans? What did you expect in Uganda when you came?
Okay, what I expected. No, coming back, me, I came back to rest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Someone came back on a vacation on her own homeland.
Yeah. And I was ready for the lockdown.
Oh.
I was ready for the restrictions and everything because I knew how bad it had affected me out there. Yes, I was still making the money and everything.
But you wanted to come back.
But even if you sent the money here, it wasn't making more money because businesses were down.
Yeah.
And everything was down. So, and by then my contract had ended. And I said, I'm not risking staying here longer when we don't know the future of this pandemic.
True.
It is now that the vaccines are there, some cures are discovered, but a year back we didn't know the future.
True.
We just had to wear a mask, sanitize, and pray. Yeah, so I just said, let me face this with my family, and whatever we have, then we'll see how we're out there. So, not so many plans were ruined.
Okay.
Yeah, not so many.
Do you regret coming back?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I was ready, and the bad things can happen when you're home. Yeah. Other than hearing several bad news from your home, and
when you're far away,
when
you can't
far away, you have the money, it can't help them. Like, no.
So briefly, your plans were not ruined. You're still on track.
Of course, not really, because I've been here long enough to have made new plans. Yeah, depending on the plans the government is giving us. But I'm not really that heartbroken.
My dear, my heart is bleeding. I had a lot of plans that had to be put on hold just because of the pandemic. But if your plans are still on track, let's pray they go ahead.
Yeah.
So we know people are saying some of them benefited from this pandemic. Others suffered losses. But you, as Dear Dora, how did you gain from it?
How did I gain from the pandemic? Okay. The pandemic enabled me to come and stay with my family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because after all that long distances, it brought that closeness together.
Yeah, flights got cheaper.
Wow.
So it was easier for me to convince the people I was working for that I want to go back home. Yeah. True. So that is one thing that enabled me to come back much earlier than I expected. So the other thing is it gave me more time for YouTube, and guys, YouTube is a business if you're really serious over here. So staying in your house for so long and you are making videos and people are also in their houses, they are also watching. True. Yeah, so during the pandemic, somehow
you gained
my channel
grew.
Yeah,
and
wow, that is a very good thing for me. Okay. Yeah. And bonding with your family, that thing is taken lightly, but it is a very special
Talk
moment.
About bonding the family because of that pandemic. Do you know that most of the families were still affected?
Negative. Yes. So several people were separated, quarantine and everything.
Yeah, and others broke up, divorces were many.
Yeah, you
people
can't
were
tolerate your
murdered,
partner.
Yes. They couldn't stay long together.
Yeah. So I think those are the positive things. And I've been extra careful with my health. It's something I wasn't really like before. Right now they tell us if COVID finds any small disease in your body, that is how you die faster, or it affects you in a very bad way. Yeah. So right now I'm being extra careful that COVID will not find anything worse. Yeah. So I'm really being careful, wearing a mask, washing your hands, staying away from certain people. True. It has really wakened up so many people. Yeah, like you need to be extra careful.
Yeah, you don't neglect your life at all.
Yeah. It has really woken up my mind.
How did it affect you negatively?
Negatively, of course, this virus has brought a lot of negative things. Number one, things are boring and expensive. Yeah. And even if you're not into business right now, you can feel the financial pressure. Like, this is a COVID situation.
Yeah. Things have become more
Transport
expensive,
is doubled. And you can't go to certain places. You can't meet certain people.
Yeah. Like for today, we tried going to the high temple.
And the place was closed.
Imagine investing in your transport.
And personally, I feel like it has affected my mental health. There's a way I'm just comfortable staying in my bed. That is it's not really that good for you to be comfortable with doing nothing. Yeah.
True, by the way. More so when you use that being busy
and everything. Yeah. So it is not nice. People are covering their faces.
You don't know
the entire thing. No, the entire thing is it's a bad mood. It is not nice at all. So
okay.
Yeah.
So guys, we are still with Dear Dora, and today she's sharing with us her experience of the pandemic. We know we have a lot of questions. So guys, write down in the comment below and tell us what you want to know. She will come to our channel and comment.
I'll comment in the comment
she will tell you what you want to know. So I want to ask, the government is busy telling people go get vaccinated. And the surprising thing, before I ask what I want to ask, vaccines are not there. You move from this place, you go to the another one. For those ones who are willing to get vaccinated, you reach there investing in transport, no vaccines. Have you ever gone through that? Okay, were you vaccinated?
Number one, yes, that process of going to a place and another place, and there are no vaccines, it is very true. But I always do research before going anywhere. I think that's the power of the internet.
But still, do you know that some of us were told at KCCA, that's around Parliament, that side, that they are vaccinated. I was with Sarah Tourist. We arrived there and they told us no vaccines.
The vaccines are
at
over.
9, yes, after waiting from 6. So we made a research and they told us come back tomorrow, you go to another place, they'll be here tomorrow, and they weren't there. So
well, I think
you're lucky.
I don't know. I've gotten all these government things, the yellow fever thing, the
yellow book.
I've always gotten all those services from one place. That is Kololo. Hey. So
are you a government official?
I don't know, but I love repeating things that went easier for me. True. So for me, getting the yellow fever vaccine, it was easier for me when I went to Kololo when they had that retreat service. So vaccines were out there. Where I stay, I had to go to the nearest hospital, but I didn't. I waited not until the time for Kololo came. So if I was serious with getting vaccinated, it would have been much, much earlier. But I sat and waited because not until the government was vaccinating people at Kololo.
That's when you went.
So that's when I went and had my vaccines there.
How was the experience after getting vaccinated?
Of course, I was scared. I was very scared because the internet writes the good and the bad.
True.
And about the vaccines,
even that form they give you before you sign, you see the side effects.
And everything. The first vaccine I got, all it gave me was I could feel dizzy and weird temperature changes. All of a sudden I need a sweater. All of a sudden
you feel it's hot.
I want to go and swim somewhere. So that's what happened. And I got a second vaccine. It just made me sleepy.
Oh, you even got a second one?
The second dose of the vaccine. So it made me overdose like for 2 days. I could feel some pain around my arm. So
was it serious?
It wasn't serious. Okay. Thank goodness. I pray we are not the people who are given water. And so far So far, I feel good. Yeah, I
That's
don't
good.
feel any.
How long has it been ever since you got vaccinated?
The first dose, the first dose 4 months now.
Okay.
The second dose, I think it's about 2 or 3 weeks.
And you're still here.
What do you mean?
I heard people like dead because of being vaccinated.
And
so seeing you here, it's really mean.
You haven't gotten any of the doses.
I got vaccinated the first one.
You are still here. I don't want to comment about this because this is a very sensitive thing. So many people have had the worst of the worst just by the vaccine, not even the virus. And so many people have felt nothing. I've talked to people and not even their arm was aching. So it all depends on individuals. I can't comment. I can't.
I have a video for you guys. What I went through when I was trying to get vaccinated. The tips before you get vaccinated and after. Watch out for that video. I will not tell them right here. So, what I want to also ask. So, since you got vaccinated, did you recommend your families as well to get vaccinated, or you still scared? What was there say even? Because my sister, my siblings, everyone was telling me, don't get vaccinated, Gladys. You're going to die. The damn thing is going to happen to your life. A lot has been really scaring me off. But what was your family saying? Your mom, your dad, are they vaccinated?
I won't mention for them. I won't mention for them, but they didn't have an issue with it. Okay. But of course they had their worries. But this happened. Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you have to do this? So the issue was there, but they didn't stand in my decision. Okay.
So you as a traveler, we know Dora, she's a Muslim.
I'm into one country.
When you leave your country and you go abroad, the moment you come back, you're Musama.
Okay.
You're Musama now. So you as a traveler,
okay.
Do you think somewhere, somehow, in case you don't get vaccinated, it's going to affect your travel process? Is it going to become a requirement like yellow book that you have to have it to travel?
What I can say, the issue of getting vaccinated, most people who are making those decisions are securing jobs. If you have an option to secure a job by getting vaccinated, that's why people are doing it. Then the other is for people who are crossing borders. There was a time even when you couldn't cross to another district in Uganda because of the virus. So for people who are into travel, people who are like me, people who want to cross borders, even if you've not, for people who are willing and they want to cross the borders, there are the people that are really taking the vaccines right now, I think, and that is what I saw out there at Kololo. Most people just wanted to leave the country. Most people wanted to go back to their people because I saw so many whites that just wanted to get vaccinated so they can cross from Entebbe airport to their homelands. So it will be an issue because they are now giving out those cards, just like a yellow book. There's now a COVID book. It is white, and they are now computing it so that every airport can know when were you vaccinated, what vaccine did you take, and everything. So if you're into travel, crossing borders, securing a job, you might consider. Okay, guys, that was our conversation today with Dear Dora. It's really a pleasure having you here at Gladys Lynn's channel. I'm stubborn here. I've enjoyed her. She has been mine the full day, guys. So until we meet again next time, thank you for loving us. Don't forget, visit Dear Dora on her YouTube channel. And don't forget to tell her Gladys sent us. As you do what? You subscribe. Subscribe, guys.